a lot of my tutorials, I typically will do my eyes first because we're working with a lot of color and smoky and fun, but day to day, I don't take the time to do that. I actually do a pretty minimal eye look day to day because I'm just trying to get in and out and I got things to do. So I am going to start out with my skin and my face, and the first thing I'm going to do is my primer. Sometimes primer for me is like an actual primer, pore filling. Other times it's more of an luminosity kind of underneath the foundation thing going on. It just depends on what I'm feeling. But today I'm going to be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is simply just like amazing. Like, I don't think it makes my makeup last any longer. I don't think it's doing anything spectacular, but this is amazing to start my like face and foundation with, and I just love it. So start out with that, and then you guys, this is the stuff I use day to day. So a lot of this you guys are gonna be, you've seen it a million times, you're gonna see it a million more, but people keep asking for my true day-to-day routine, and so I'm gonna give it to you, and it's gonna seem a little bit familiar and a little bit repetitive, but this is me. This is what I got to offer you. So I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is in shade 102 because Sister Friend is white. I am white. I've never been so white. I need some self tanner. I need some beach. I need some Hawaii. Zach and I usually go to Hawaii in September, and this year we didn't go, and I'm feeling it. Like, I think we need to go in January or something because I just can't go a year without seeing the Hawaii beach. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm gonna use just a damp beauty sponge. That's what I use every single day. I've actually been loving this one. You guys, look how massive this beauty sponge is. It's a body and beauty sponge by Real Techniques. It's massive, it's amazing. And you know what? This is just not a perfect channel. We don't do things perfectly around here. I want to use this one, so I'm using this massive one because this is what I do majority of the time. So I am going to, this is already damp. I already dampened it and like wrung it out with a a dry towel to make sure it's just barely damp. And then I am just gonna go, you know, pounce this out. This is nothing new for any of you. But I'm just gonna do it really quickly. And the reason I love this sponge so much is it's massive. You guys, it covers like an insane amount of your face, and it literally beats out your foundation so fast. Like when you're in a hurry, this is the best thing ever. I know you guys have heard me talk about this foundation a million times, but the reason I love this foundation, A, it's $11. 11. B, it is the best formula. It lasts all day. I use it on 99% of my brides. People are always asking me which foundation I use. L'Oreal Infallible, people. It lasts forever. Like, it's matte, but it doesn't make my skin like crepey or, I don't know, so matte that it doesn't look good. But at the same time, it's still like, you can still see your skin through it. And that's important to me day to day because I don't want to feel crazy, crazy full coverage day to day. It's just like a little too much. I just want to feel like I have some coverage and my skin looks really great, but you can still see, because I have a lot of freckles and I have moles and I don't have perfect skin. So you can still see a little bit of that redness, but I'm okay with that because that's real life, peeps. Okay, next I'm gonna do the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, tried and true, in the shade Light Neutral. This one's almost gone. Why do I wait so long? I really should buy like 3 or 4 at a time, but I just wait way too long. Okay, I'm gonna put this underneath my eye. I really love concealer, some people don't. If you are a little skeptical of concealer, just go in really light-handed, but I really love like a super, super bright under eye. And I pounce it like all the way, I use it on my lid and I use it up in this temple area. So it's not just all staying underneath my eye. For those of you that have a little bit more mature skin, less concealer is typically more just because it can really settle in those fine lines and wrinkles, which we all have. But as your skin matures, it can get, you guys, I feel like I have a fuzzy. Do any of you guys have that happen? As your skin matures, it sometimes can just be harder to really wear a mass amount of concealer, which can be frustrating if you have dark circles, but less is more. So I'm just gonna pounce that out. I'm now using my smaller beauty sponge just because it's easier to get right underneath my eye and into the corner of my eye. And then I am going to put this 2 little dots right next to my nose, and then sometimes I'll do just a little dot down the center just to give myself a little bit more coverage in those areas. My nose is typically the first thing to come off my face, so I like to kind of give myself a little bit more coverage there. And then always around the corners of your nose. Everyone has redness there. It's hormonal. It's a women thing. But it's nice to for sure conceal that area, because I find that if you don't, it almost looks like you have a cold or you've blown your nose, because you just don't realize how red that area is in comparison to the rest of your face. And then at this point, I will go and I'll kind of touch up and spot conceal any little spots that I might be concerned with. I don't have a ton, but still. I love this makeup routine because I feel like it makes me look really put together and like I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, it is quick, and I can do my whole entire face in about 15, 17 minutes if I'm being exact, somewhere in there, depending on how fast I'm going. Sometimes I get ready and I take, 45 minutes because I'm really enjoying putting on my face. And then other times, like I said, I gotta get in and I gotta get out. Now I need to set all this cream that's on my face. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Bake and Set Banana Powder underneath my eyes. This banana powder is super, it's like pretty banana. Like you can see how yellow that is. So this is probably not a good option for someone with very fair skin. This is a better option for someone that has more of olive skin tones like I do. I'm definitely like a yellower base to my skin. So this works well for me, but if you're too fair, this will look really funny and kind of almost make you look sick versus brightening. So if you are super fair, Morphe also has another Bake and Set powder. It's just translucent. It's a really, really good powder, but it doesn't have any color to it. So try that one out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my trusty Maybelline Fit Me Powder. I've been loving it lately. It's really cheap, it's easy. Grab it and go at the grocery store. And I go back and forth between using a brush for my powder setting and using my damp beauty sponge. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it. It's just, sometimes I will just use the brush for underneath my eyes when I use that banana powder, because it gives me more of a sheer coverage, where this is gonna give me more coverage. The next thing I grab is my Hoola bronzer. I love this for all my brides, for like so many different skin tones. It's such a good bronzer and it has an ashier undertone to it, so it's perfect for contour. This is hard to do and talk at the same time. I don't do a hard contour like every single day. That might be hard for some people. I consider that a soft contour. But I don't have naturally like distinct cheekbones. So doing this step just gives my face some dimension that I desperately need. So I just do a quick little contour on my cheekbones right there, and then I grab my Too Faced Chocolate Day Soleil, Chocolate Day Soleil? What am I saying? Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And this one is in dark chocolate. I think that's the color. And I'm gonna warm up the rest of my face because I need it, because like I said, I have not seen the light of day for way too long. I've not been on any beach vacations. I spent minimal time at the pool this summer. And I have not self-tanned in weeks. So I'm just gonna do all over my forehead. This is the exact same steps I do when I do like my full face, when I'm doing like a very intense look. But this is just really quick. Like you get faster at it. But I hit those same points around the corners, you know, I mean, my forehead and then down my cheekbones and then my neck and jawline. Then I am going to grab my Desire Nars blush, and I mean, my blush and my lipstick are the two things that I typically will switch out according to what lip I'm wearing. I'll pick a different blush, or if I pick a certain blush, I'll pick a different lip. So lately I've been really loving this blush mixed with Angel lipstick. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is Nars Desire. Like I said, it looks very intimidating in the pan, but it really has like such a pretty pink. I mean, is that subtle? I don't know. Might be subtle for me, but it really is so pretty on so many different skin tones and hair colors, but it is especially beautiful on blondes. Like I use this on all of my blonde makeup clients, and it just is like, it's just so pretty on blondes. It's pretty much Nars Gaiety with a little bit more depth, if you guys are familiar with that. Nars Gaiety is also like one of my very favorites. And if you guys are watching me, I'm just doing like a soft tap, applying, just because I don't want to go in too heavy and then have too much blush. So just working on a little bit at a time. Then I grab my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I think this is the only one I ever use. And I'm just gonna hit my cheekbones, and I always kind of drag it up just my temple a little bit. And then I kind of will do like a little smile and just barely hit the fronts of my cheekbones. And as you can see, like I'm kind of trying to do this as fast as I normally do it so you guys can see, I guess, the pace that I go on my normal day. Kind of help you understand what the actual timeline is. On the average day, I actually only do one eyeshadow. That is it. One. I typically use MAC Soft Brown. I know you guys have heard me talk about that for years. It is pretty much bronzer toned. It's a couple shades darker than my natural skin tone. So all it's going to do is give you a little bit of depth in your crease and just a little bit of definition, but it sometimes doesn't really even look like you're wearing eyeshadow, which I'm kind of into on more of a minimal day. And I honestly just go back and forth in my crease, and just this single step just makes me feel even that much more put together and like I did something. And it is so quick. I don't even have to worry about putting anything else on my eyes. I will just do a quick wash of that and I'm done. Like seriously, it's that fast. Just because you're a makeup artist, I think people have a skewed perception that you like get all glammed out every day. And I always tell people, like, I wish everyone's like, oh my gosh, I wish you could come get me ready every morning. And I'm like, yeah, I wish that I could get me ready every morning too. Cause I don't get full glam every day, cause it's just not realistic, but it's nice to know that obviously I can when I want to, and it's beautiful and it's fun, but this is more real life and this is every day for me. And this might seem like a lot for you, or maybe it doesn't, but this is how I feel put together, and it really can become quicker and faster the more you do it. Next, I'm gonna do my brows, which is the most dreaded part of my makeup routine. Like, I hate doing my brows. I hate it. Like, I don't even know why. People are like, why do you hate doing your brows? And I'm like, I don't know why. I just feel like it's the same. I don't know. I mean, I was just about to say it feels like the same steps and routine, which that doesn't sound right because my entire face is the same steps and routine. But for some reason, we all have our things that we don't love about getting ready or going to bed for that matter, and doing my brows is the step I do not like. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. in shade Dark Brown. And the nice thing about this shade is you can really like use as much pressure as you want. I use this for most of my clients except for my super, super fair clients. And the color works actually really great depending on how much pressure I use. I just definitely use a lighter hand when I'm going in with someone who has a lighter complexion. I'm just underlining the bottom of my brows. And then I'm just brushing up that product that I underlined that inner brow with, just into those hairs to give it a really natural inner corner. And then I always finish off by using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo in the shade Dark Brown as well. And I use the lighter shade on the second, like fourth of my brow, if you will. Like I don't use it on this inner corner. Try to keep that a little bit lighter. I use this part just on that, I guess like little second third of my brow. And then I use the darker color on my tail because I like my tail to be super strong. Brows done. I'm very dramatic. Next, I am going to grab my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and I'm going to use the highlight shade in the inner corner. You guys know how I feel about inner corner and brow highlight. Can't go without. So I'm just gonna apply this to the very inner corner and I usually just sweep it a little bit onto that lower lash line. And then I will put this on my brow bone as well. Sometimes I'll just grab that same brush that I used to put on my eyeshadow and just blend that out, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. That's pretty much the extent of my eye look. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, put on my mascara. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Primer and the Lash Sensational Mascara. If you guys missed my little tutorial on this, it's over on Sly Beauty Cosmetics Beauty Tip Tuesday, and you see it in live action and how much I love this duo. So if you do not have this duo, go buy it. It's the grocery store and it's amazing and it makes a difference. This little lash primer, it's amazing. Okay, so if you get something on your face like I do every single time, a good tip to have is to actually leave it alone. Don't touch it, wait for the mascara to completely dry, and then I will show you what I'll do at the very end to just get it off super, super easy. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my trusty Soar Lip Liner. You guys, I'm telling you, all of these are my staples. All of this stuff I use all the time and I probably forever will. Like I'm a pretty loyal person when it comes to my ride or dies. So I just lip line my lips with Soar, which I love lip liner. Some people don't. I'm obsessed. I really love it. If you don't love lip liner, another tip or like the look of lip liner is to line your lips and then fill them in completely, and it will actually make your lipstick last 10 times longer because it gives your lips like another barrier of color or another layer of color. So if you don't love the lip liner look, just fill them in completely and it's like a really good long-lasting trick. But I'm gonna use Angel MAC. Sorry, MAC Angel. It's almost gone. Look at me. That's tail end right there. I clearly need a restock of a lot of products. I need new concealer. I need new lipstick. I got a few things on the list. And then if I'm feeling extra, I will go in just with like a subtle gloss, and this one's Park Ave by Jour. I will just usually seriously just pop it on the like on my bottom lip in the middle, just give my lips like a little bit more moisture to them, but I love that color. Okay, so to get off that mascara that hopefully has dried by now, all you're gonna take is like the end of a spoolie, so either your mascara little brush or not mascara, do not use your mascara brush. Your what is this? Your eyebrow brush. I can't talk. I quit. I'm done. Eyebrow spoolie. And if you just use that and just like subtly flick off that mascara, it comes off pretty easy. And the more dry the mascara is, the easier it comes off. So hopefully you guys can see that. What a little trick. I used to try to get it off with a makeup wipe, and then it was a disaster very quickly. So thanks to whoever showed me that on YouTube somewhere. I saw that somewhere. I can't take credit for that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, the same thing I did to start. I mean, literally, it's the best. Like I think I just need to carry this in my purse and just all throughout the day. Essentially what this does is it blends all the powders in my skin with my skin and just emulsifies them together and just makes my face look a little bit more natural. So yeah, you guys, that's the whole look. So I'm gonna go do my hair really fast and then we'll do a little recap. Okay, you guys, that is my full everyday makeup routine. It might seem, like I said, it might seem long to some of you, but really I can do it in 15 minutes, which I feel like is worth it for my time to feel good every day. It really, really helps me just have a better day if I get ready and take that 15 minutes of peace and quiet, listen to a podcast, a book, something spiritual or uplifting. It's 15 minutes where I get to enjoy myself and take time for myself. So I feel like this is really doable. I feel like, yes, of course, some of the techniques are, you gotta learn and take time to practice because I've been doing makeup for a really long time. But yeah, I really love the products that I used in this video. I will always love them. I will always use them. They are just quick grab and go, and I know what to do. I know what to expect with the products. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something new today. Or if you didn't learn something new, I hope that this gave you like a little bit more of a realistic perspective of how much time it takes me to get ready, and something new and fun that you could do with your makeup routine that might, I don't know, bring something new and exciting to you and make you feel beautiful and take time for you. So thank you guys for stopping by today. Please subscribe if you are enjoying this channel, and please leave a comment below if you want to see something specific or interact with me on my IG. It means the world to me. I love when people comment. I love when you guys DM me. It makes it worth it for me. This is something that takes a lot of time, and I'm getting the hang of it, which I'm really proud of, but it means a lot to interact with you guys and make videos you guys want to see. So I will see you guys hopefully next week, and stay tuned till then. Bye guys.